Hello, David Witcombe from Witcombe Surveyors. I'm just going to show you a selection of our reports, starting on the level 2 survey, or home buyer survey as it was called not long ago. This is a report for more basic houses, so 2-bedroom terraces, bungalows, anything really later than around 1920 with cavity walls. I've used the same bungalow for all of my reports just to show you the difference between the reporting. On this one, we go into description of the property and then the overall opinion. So this will all be dictated, it'll be specific to the property. It gives an overview of what's needed with the house you are buying. I then go on to condition ratings. Level 3 is urgent, or at least within the next year or so, to avoid deterioration. It can also be for further investigation or certificates needed. So with electricity and heating, if there's not a gas safety certificate, I recommend that's obtained prior to purchase. Level 2 are for repairs that aren't urgent and they can be maintenance issues going forward. And level 1 is just for standard maintenance. My level 2 reports go into more information than others, so I'll do a list of the urgent repairs needed and also further investigations. On the recent survey I went to, they passed me their level 2 survey from when they bought it, and from another surveyor, this was all they got. So all of those pages I've just showed you, they had a simple paragraph. I think this is probably cut and paste and used on many, whereas with my ones, you'll get a lot more information. You'll get this list and also more comprehensive details. In the main body of the report, you'll get lots of photographs. Some level 2 surveys from many surveyors won't come with any photos at all, but if there's a defect, I'll show you where it is and there'll be a photo so your builder can locate that area and there's no confusion. Sometimes there can be up to 50 or more photos, depending if there's a lot wrong with the property. I start with the exterior. I highlight where documents are needed throughout the report and the urgent repairs. Inside the property, start in the roof space and then go through ceilings, walls. I'll give some moisture meter readings in here. Later on the reports, we'll go to the services, so electricity, the oil or gas and heating, and finish with the gardens and grounds. At the end of the report, there's issues for your legal advisors, and this can be very helpful because I'll be your solicitor's eyes on site. So if I see something strange with the boundary, I'll highlight that to your solicitor and they can check it out on the title plan. The level 3 survey is much more comprehensive. This should really be for the more unique houses, if they're modern, or anything before around 1920 with solid walls, because there can be a lot more defects and dampness. I've used the same bungalow here so you can see the difference. And you will see here that the overall opinion, there's much more text in here. It's specific to the property and I do a general overview, but then I go through each element. So starting with the chimney stack, brief overview of the roof, gutters, and I go through all the report here. So by the time you've read this, you know exactly what's happening with the property and whether to proceed or if there's some negotiation or further information needed. On here, the more information is given because I give an estimated cost of these essential repairs. I speak to my clients once they buy houses, so I know what they're being charged for work. So I give an estimate, and that's a good starting point for you. I suggest you get quotations prior to purchase to allow you to budget. Something extra that I do in my reports, you won't get this in most other surveys at level 3. I also do a list of the non-urgent repairs and maintenance issues, so that can provide your guidance when you're in the house for the next 5-10 years and things to keep on top of. And the further investigations can be for items such as cavity wall tie inspections. In the main body of the report, you'll see that there's a lot more text here. It's more descriptive, and where repairs are needed, I'll describe it within the report here. I'll highlight the essential repairs, maintenance issues throughout the report so you know exactly where it is. Towards the end of the report here, there's another section. It goes on to discuss the risks and also the energy efficiency. So I'll highlight to you where there can be savings made on energy improving insulation, and also heating and lighting. So that's the main reports that I do for pre-purchase surveys. There's another inspection report, defect inspection report, and this is for current homeowners who are experiencing problems. It might be cracking, damage to the roof. The reason I do this instead of clients just getting builders is that I'll specify the repairs to be correct first time. There's no conflict of interest in here, so I'll only specify what's needed. I won't be paying more if more work is needed, so I'll only describe what's needed, and this can guide you going forward on getting quotes. Using the same bungalow again, you see what you're getting. This is a shorter report, so I'll do an executive summary, highlighting the concerns that the client has raised and the repairs needed, suggested procedure, and further investigation. Here I go on to describe what the client has reported to me with cracking and movement. Then my investigations comes to start on the outside of the building, take photos of the roofs. Wherever there's defects, I'll highlight that in the photos. Spirit level readings I'll show as well. Also, when it comes to repairs needed, I can also show photos of how these repairs should be carried out. And on this inspection, there was a gable end that was leaning out. So I've shown a diagram here, what repair is needed. At the end of the report, there's the conclusions and then the repairs that are needed. Once you have this report, I can put you in contact with builders that I've worked with in the past who have worked on my own house. So they're trustworthy and they can often work from the reports to carry out these repairs for you. Any questions on these reports, please give the office a call. We'll be happy to help.